Hi, my name is Nisa Henderson, and I live in Livingston, Texas. I'm here today asking you to help me with this situation that I've been dealing with for 13 years. My mother and father was murdered in the state of Michigan. Albert and Dora Boyd. They was murdered in Battle Creek, Michigan. And then they was buried at a VA National Cemetery. So I'm turning to you all to help me to get their body exhumed. The reason why that we asking, the family, the Boyd family is asking for their body to be exhumed, because all of the different death dates. My mother have like 3 different death dates. My father have like 6 different death dates. My mother's death certificate said no autopsy. Family found out it was an autopsy done, and it stated overdose. And I've been everywhere looking for help. Everywhere I go, doors have been slammed in my face, because the people in the high places are involved. So they involved, they need to be, everybody need to know what goes on behind closed doors. Because if they involved, they did the crime, they need to do the time. Because I will not stop until my voice is heard. Here I am right here, a picture when I was in Battle Creek, Michigan at the cemetery. This is the VA National Cemetery. I'm kneeling down, praying. Been praying for 13 years that one day I'll be able to dig their body up and prove to the world what really goes on behind closed doors. My mother and father body have been cremated. In the state of Michigan, do not want the family to get their body exhumed. And this vault company right here, trying to charge just $7,530 just to get their bodies exhumed. We're not asking for another funeral. We just want the grave to be open. Open and shut grave. No, this company worked for the VA National Cemetery. So both of these people, they are sticking together. They know the family do not have that kind of money. That's why they try to charge the family for each one of our loved ones $7,530. $7,530 for each one of them. So why would the family have to pay this kind of money when we can prove that the state of Michigan murdered my mother and my father? My mother have different death dates. And this one has stated that she died August the 15th of 99. And I was with my mother when this nurse gave her injection in her back shoulder. And my mother died in my arm. And I know for a fact when my mother passed. My mother passed August the 4th of 99. She died in my arm after receiving an injection in her back. And now the state of Michigan lied and said she did not have an autopsy. It's even on her death certificate saying she had an autopsy done. And I have the proof right here. Nobody want to listen to me. And I have all the hard evidence. All this evidence that I can prove that it had been a foul play with my mother and my father. But no one wanted to listen to me. Don't listen to me. Look at the evidence I have. The papers don't lie. The pictures don't lie. So why would I have to lie? I don't have no room. I don't have any reason to lie saying that someone murdered my parents and when they did it. So why would I go on YouTube and put this all on Facebook all over the world, keep telling y'all over and over these people that murdered my mother and my father, and no one want to listen to me? Everybody slam doors in my face because they feel like I'm just a nobody. I'm out to get this, I'm out to get that. No, I'm out to prove and tell the world what really goes on behind closed doors. That was my mother and my father. I love my parents. I don't know what kind of love that y'all have for your parents, but I know what kind of love that I have for my parents. I have that agape love for my mother and father. I don't say it just from my lips. I mean it from my heart. So I've been dealing with this for 13 years, and I'm tired. I walk the floor day and night praying that one day that my voice will be heard. Yes, I get tired, but I will never stop, and I will never throw in the towels, because I am the one. I know what went on. I was there when it took place. I have all the evidence. So why would I stop telling the world what happened behind closed doors? See, they know what I have. They scared to face me because they know that I have enough evidence to bring down the state of Michigan. And everyone is getting it together. Everyone that came together already said if we don't say anything to it, just let her run her mouth. Ain't nothing she can do anything about it, because the people in the high places, they think they have all the power. They have all the strings in the right place. But no, they don't. They think they do. There's somebody out there going to stand up for the right. Somebody going to hear me. Somebody going to have enough love in their heart to listen at this tape, listen at this video, and they're going to say this girl is serious about what she's talking about. Somebody going to have enough love in their heart. They're going to take out the time and listen to me and see all of my evidence. I don't have no reason to lie. Everything I've been telling y'all for 13 years about my mother and father, is true. So it's time out for everybody slamming doors in my face. Stop and listen and see what I have to say and hear what I have to say. And look at all the evidence. That's what I'm asking y'all to do. Don't believe me since you think I'm lying. Don't believe me. Believe my evidence. Believe all the proof that I have. I got proof that the Medicare fraud. I have proof of that. I have proof showing that they have different death dates. I have proof of all that. Nobody want to turn aside and help me. So with all this evidence, who can be afraid? Just tell me who can be afraid. Now, I'm not afraid. So why are you being afraid? Why are you afraid to stand up to help, to stand and say, this woman know what she's talking about? She know what she's talking about. Let's everybody come together and help this lady. I've been seeing her in newspaper. I've been seeing her on video, YouTube, Facebook. She's saying the same thing over and over. So it got to be something to this young lady. So why not turn aside and listen and see what I have to say? That I am sick and tired of everybody saying this and everybody saying that. Just like I said, that was my mother. That's my father. They don't have the love like I do. So I would not stop. I would never stop. I would never give up on my mother and father until the truth has been revealed. And the truth will be revealed one day. As long as I got breath in my body, I would not stop telling the world what went on behind closed doors. Because I have that right to stand up and tell everyone. Because it just didn't happen to me. It happened to someone else. That's why all these states is sticking together. I've been hollering, I've been screaming for 13 years. Everybody almost have this evidence. I mean, have the, know what's going on with my situation. But anyone took out the time to turn aside and stop and just want to look at my evidence? No, because they know I have enough to bring down the state of Michigan. Yes, the military is involved. Yes, the VA is involved. Because anybody know if they've been cremated, the VA would know. The funeral home would know. All of them have contract with one another. Everybody is involved. Everybody got a hand in this little clique. That's the reason nobody want to tell on one another. Because when one tell on one another, everything else gonna be out in the open. So they decide to stick together. If we just ignore her, just let her run off at the mouth, nobody say nothing, nothing can't be done. Oh yeah, something will be done. Because I will not stop until my voice is heard. I don't care about the federal. I don't care about the government. I don't care about the state. Each and every one of you is involved in this. Yes, that's what I said. The federal, the state, the government. If you think I'm lying, do you think I'm lying? Well, come see my evidence if you think I'm lying. I don't have to lie about nothing what I say. Everything I'm telling you, I have it in writing right here. I have all different different death dates. I have this and I have that. So I don't have no reason to lie and say that, you know, I'm making up all this stuff right here. I have false marriage license. False marriage license. I have false death certificate. My father have a false DD-214 form. Not just only one a number, a ID number, you know, like a number that you're supposed to get when you first go in the army. Someone else have that same number of my father. Not just only that number. Someone, the federal assigned him another social security number. So I have one number and it's signed to 3 different people. So that's enough for someone to take my case right there. That's Medicare fraud. They signed that number to my father in 1953. They also gave it to my mother ex-husband, Fred Hampton. And my mother, this number is on my mother's Medicare card. And this is not this is not my mother's social security number. This is a federal EIN number. It's a number but signed to my father. And how in the world did her ex-husband end up with this same number? That number is on Fred Hampton, my mother's ex-husband, death certificate. That number is on Fred Hampton's death certificate. And I also have Fred Hampton real social security number. I have Fred Hampton real social security number. I have it in here. I have whatever I said that I have. I got it. I don't have no reason to step in line. But anyway, I have that number. So why in the world one number is signed to 3 people? And on all 3 of them death certificates, they filed a different social security number. Yes, that's what I said. I don't have to lie. I live in Livingston, Texas. I'll tell you where I live if you want to know. If you want to see the evidence I have, I will show you. I don't have no reason to lie. And that's Medicare fraud. That's the biggest Medicare fraud, Medicaid fraud in history. That's the reason why nobody want to hear me. That's the reason why all these states is sticking it together. That's the reason why Livingston is sticking together. Yes, I turned to my own state. I turned to my own country. I turned to my own city, my own town. Just through the treatment that I received in Battle Creek, Michigan, that's what Livingston, Texas did also. But you think I'm going to let that stop me? When people come up against me, when people slam doors in my face, it just makes me even stronger to stand up. Because why? They're hiding something. They're hiding something. And they don't want the world to know what I have. Even 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, a lady in Livingston, in Polk County, Livingston, put an article in the newspaper with a bunch of lies. She told me if I bring my evidence in, that she'll help tell my story. But when I brought my evidence in, she turned the whole situation around. Everything she should have put in the paper, she did. She went through my records and said she went along with some medical expert. Word, I want to let you know the expert will lie when they trying to cover up for one another. All the things that she should have put in the paper, she did not put in the paper. She did not put my mother's death certificate in there, and it said no autopsy. And I have proof right here that she had autopsy done. But the death certificate said no autopsy. So what is that? If she wasn't trying to cover up for the state of Michigan, why would she put that lie in the newspaper? Why would you think that I've been working for 13 years just to put my mother's sickness in the paper? Do you think I'm working for 13 years to name every last one of my sisters and brothers? I didn't put that in the paper. I didn't have a choice. She put that in the paper without me even looking at it. After she send it out, and that's when she gonna ask me. So why would she ask me when she done already put it in the paper? Everybody already reading the paper. So I didn't have a choice in the matter. She know what she was doing when she asked me for my evidence. After I showed her my evidence, she ran with it. Yes, she probably got paid off. Yes, I said it. Yes, Polk County Enterprise. Yes, Polk County Enterprise. Yeah, they did me like that. But that's okay. But that's okay. That won't even stop me because the proof I have right here. So I want to know why she didn't put the hard evidence in the paper. Why she just put stuff that didn't even matter in the paper. I have a toxicology report saying that it was an overdose. Did she put that in the newspaper? No. She put what she wanted to put in the paper. I have the toxicology report. Anything that you want to know, I have it. I have it. I don't have no reason to lie. So I'm turning to the world and asking the world to come together and help me prove that what I'm saying is true. All we have to do is just come together and let's take a stand and stop all this frauding, stop all this lying, stop all this crooked stuff. Even these funeral homes, these husbands that went into the army and they you know, they automatically be buried free at the VA cemetery. And then when their wife died, they lie and say, you know, they have to pay to be buried beside their wives or beside their husband. Why? The funeral home is taking your money also. I have a funeral home list. I have a list right here. They charge us over $6,000, almost $7,000 for my mother's funeral. Even though the state of Michigan was lying, saying that my mother was in the army. I even have proof of that. They said my mother was in the army. My mother was never in the army. My mother was not in the army. She was never in the army. And got her paper right here saying that she was in the army. What's up, America? What's up? Do you think I'm standing before y'all today just running off the mouth, just to be running off at the mouth? I don't have that kind of time on my hand just to be in front of my camera recording myself, put it on YouTube, want the world to see what's going on. Since I don't have nobody backing me up, I don't have no other choice but lay it out on the table. Everything I'm doing, I'm laying it out on the table. I don't have nothing to hide. And I want to know if anybody big enough and bad enough have the love of God in you to stand up, to call me, and let's take a stand and do what's right. Because I'm not the only the victim. I'm not the only one around here. State of Michigan and probably the other states is doing the same thing to somebody else. But they just too afraid to stand up and tell what went on. Maybe you don't have all this evidence that I have. The reason why I'm standing up, if you don't have the evidence that I have, well, just stand up and say, ma'am, I am a victim. I want to join you. I want to stand up with you. But yet, I don't have nobody doing that right now. Everybody want to slam doors in my face. The one want to help, they're too scared. They're scared of the federal. They're scared of the government. They're scared of the state. But let me tell you one thing. I'm not scared of the federal. I'm not scared of the government. I'm not scared of the state. Because if I can prove that the federal was in fault, the government was in fault, the state was in fault, you do the crime, now you're going to do the time. And people going to know what you have done. You did all this to my mother and my father. Y'all frauded them. Y'all say they had all kind of insurance. But who did the insurance benefit? The state or your family or somebody else's family? We didn't reap the benefit. My mother did not reap the benefit. So who got the money? So y'all use their names. Y'all use their social security number to open up business in their names. I got proof of that. Someone else is using my daddy's military number. And I got proof of that. So what's up, America? My father had to be buried like a poor man. I even have the price list, how much my father's casket was. $195. Yes, I have proof. I have so much paper before me, but trust me, if you want to know the truth, just call me. Get in contact with me. I'll tell you everything what you need to know. I have everything what I'm telling you right here. I have this right in front of me. His casket costs $195. They said that he was 100% service connected. So if he was 100% service connected, he was entitled to every benefit that the military had. But he had to die like a poor man. They murdered him at the VA hospital. Then they turned around, put him in a cheap casket. Then they turned around and cremated after the family had to leave the grave site. They said it was against the law. We could not stay there to see our parents being lowered in the grave. They told us that we had to leave. And that's when they took them back to the funeral home. And that's when they cremated their body. That's when they gave them a different death dates. So what's up? My mother and father got different death dates. So why not get with me, call me, and just come together and just prove to the world that what people can do in the high places. You don't have to be scared of the federal. You don't have to be scared of the government. You don't have to be scared of the state. If we all come together, and I guarantee you somebody else in this world is going through the same thing I'm going through. So we can put a stop to this. If we only can come together and do what's right. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Because I have another home to go to. I have another home to go to. If anyone feels like they're big and bad enough to take my life because I'm standing up telling the truth about my parents, I mean, you less than a human being. Because I will not stop talking until my voice is heard. So the one that's tired of listening to me, stay off my YouTube, stay off my Facebook. You don't even have to say nothing to me. If you don't have anything good to say to me, don't say nothing to me at all. Because I will not stop telling my story and tell my story until my voice is heard. I will not stop. I will repeat. I will not stop. You might see me on YouTube every day with a different story. Until somebody hear me, till somebody come together, we all come together, make one big mighty fist, and make one big mighty blow. Now I guarantee you that the world need to know what goes on behind closed doors. With the federal, with the government, with the state. They do more wrong than anybody else around here. When our sons and daughters get in trouble, they want to throw the keys away on them. But when the federal is caught in the fault, the government caught in the fault, everybody want to hush hush and sweep it on the carpet. No, 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 no. The devil is a lie. You would not sweep this on the carpet. Not all this evidence. And this is half had even been told. Half had even been told. This just a little chip off the iceberg. This is just a little chip off the iceberg. I have so much evidence. It's not just only here. I got to stroll all over the place. If something happened to me, someone else can step in. Well, this is needs some evidence. So come on, world. Do what's right. I'm crying out for your help. I'm asking for someone to step in to help me. I even want you to be in Battle Creek, Michigan when they open the graves up. And I want to prove to everybody that think I'm crazy. Oh, the church folks think I'm crazy. Oh, I need to quit. I need to throw the towels in. I'm fighting a losing battle. But as long as I got breath in my body, I guarantee you I'm not fighting a losing battle. I will not stop. God allowed me to accumulate all this information. All this information. God allowed me to accumulate. Since no lawyer would take the case, State of Michigan would bind them out. I've been doing this for 13 years. From day one, I've been trying to get a lawyer. I have so many lawyers took my case. Within 2 weeks, they said they couldn't help me. Because why? The State of Michigan bought them out. I have contacted about 5 or 6 funeral homes. I have contacted one in Cleveland. I have contacted several in Livingston, Texas. All they want to get the job. They get my information. All they going to do the job. But once they call the Battle Creek to pull the permit, they come back and tell me that they can't do the job. Why not tell me the truth? I know State of Michigan paid them off not to do the job. So that's the reason why I'm putting my tape on YouTube. I want the world, I want everybody in the world to see what I'm going through. I'm tired. I need some peace. I need closure. I walk this floor every morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning while everybody else sleep, praying and asking God to bring this case to a close. I shouldn't have to do this alone when I've been begging for help for 13 years and nobody would turn aside to help me. Oh yeah, let me tell you about the churches. Yes, I went to about 25 churches passing out flyers. I can't afford to pay $1,500 to get my mother and father exhumed, the body exhumed. My sister and brother, half of them feel like you all. They turn their backs on me. They scared because they have to live there in Battle Creek. Why would I be scared when I know for a fact that these people murder our parents? They want to help, but they know how people operate in high places. They know they can frame them. They know they can hurt their kids and get away with it. They might be scared, but you looking at one is not scared. I'm not scared of the federal. I'm not scared of the government. And I'm not scared of the state. Because I got enough evidence to prove that everything that I'm saying, that y'all are in the fault. So why would I be scared? Matter of fact, I serve the man. He have all power. If anything happened to me, devil, you had to go to God to get permission to put your hands on me. If he don't allow that to happen, I will stand. I will stand and stand toe-to-toe with you. I will not back down, devil. And I want the world to know I will not back down. I will stand until my voice is heard. Do you understand me? I will stand until my voice is heard. I don't care who turned their back on me, from the sister, the brother, the husband, or whoever feel like they want to turn their backs on me. Long as I got King Jesus. Long as I got King Jesus on my side. That's all what matters to me. Because, baby, I know he with me every step of the way. He said he will never leave me nor forsake me. Because, baby, in 13 years and I'm still standing, if he wasn't with me, I should have been in the grave or been in the crazy house. But I'm still standing, asking for help. He allowed y'all, whoever bold enough, got enough love in your heart to come to help me. He want to get the glory, and he will get the glory. But he want to bless you by turning aside and standing up by my side and say, I'll be willing to help this young lady. Every time I turn get on her Facebook, she on there saying something about her mother and father. When I get on YouTube, she's saying something about her mother and father. Say, this is something, it's to this young lady. All I want somebody to do, just stand up. Help hold me up. Tell me you can make it. Tell me whatever you're doing, what you're doing a good job. Stand up for your parents. That's what I want to hear from people. But no, I don't hear that from anyone. I hear people call me crazy, saying I'm fighting a losing battle. I throw the towels in. What am I throw the towels in for? Because when people think you finna be blessed, that's what they do. That's what America people do. It's not about money. It's about the truth and the love for my parents. They was murdered. They was cremated without the family consent. Now I'm asking for you all to help me, meet me in Battle Creek, Michigan. Their grave will be dug. Their grave will be open. And I don't care what kind of vault company trying to charge me an arm and a leg. The evidence I have, we shouldn't have to pay a dime. I got enough information right here that the family shouldn't have to pay a dime to get their graves open. But since they're in fault, they don't want their graves to be dug up. Everybody's getting together, buying everybody out. Every time I get a funeral home, like I said, to go home to do the job, state of Michigan pay them off. So they get back with me and tell me that I can't do the job. And so this vault company right here worked with the VA, received a letter charging me $7,530 for one grave. Something wrong with that picture. I'm not asking for a funeral. All I want the grave to be open. So everybody, please come together and do what's right. My name is Nisa Henderson and I live in Livingston, Texas. So I need for you to turn aside. Go on my website, nisabhenderson.yahoo.com. So email me, get on my Facebook, leave a message, go to YouTube, and find out the truth before you judge me. Find out the truth before you judge me. I've been on YouTube going on 3 months now. If I was saying false accusation about all this, don't you know I would have been in jail? They put everything else on YouTube and have it on the news. Now I can't even get on the news. I done been to Channel 13 in Livingston. I done been to Channel 11 News in Livingston. I done been to Channel 2 News. What's up? I called the Channel News in Lufkin, Channel 9 News. I done been to 3 different news stations in Battle Creek. What's up? Why everybody want to be quiet? How come everybody want to be quiet when it come down to Nisa Henderson? No, because everybody's sticking together. Or what she have, she got enough to bring all these states down. We don't want to have nothing to do with her. Just keep turning her aside. She'll stop, but honey, little do you know, I would never stop. It gives me strength when you close doors in my face. It let me know that you hiding something and you don't want me to find out behind that door. But I guarantee you, long as I got breath in my body, I will find out behind them closed doors what you hiding. I already know what you hiding. You done murdered my parents. Now you done cremated them. And all the lies that y'all said about them, all the lies, everything that all these business y'all have in their names, and taking their social security number, getting having all these business and stuff in their name, I can prove all that. All that information that the state of Michigan said about my parents is buried in the grave with them. So I guarantee you, open that grave up, all the lies is in the graves, and I guarantee you their ashes is in that urn. So I have the pictures of my mother and my father. Before we left the funeral home, I took pictures at the wake. So I know how my parents look. Even though it's been 24 for my father, 13 for my mom. If there's nothing but bones in there, they should still have their clothes in the color of the casket they was in. So we opened them graves, and their clothes is not in there, and they've been cremated. They know, state of Michigan know they in trouble. That's the reason why they do not want them graves to be open. But I guarantee you, long as I have breath in my body, I will keep asking. I will keep begging. I will go to door. I will put on marches. Somebody will hear me. Somebody is going to hear me. I will not stop until my voice is heard. Yes, I got a chance to stand in front of the courthouse in Livingston, Texas. Oh, it was an honor for me to stand there. To release myself. Tell the world that what's going to take place in Battle Creek, Michigan. Yes, my body was here, but my mind was in Battle Creek, Michigan. Standing in front of Battle Creek, Michigan, I will declare that victory is already won. All I got to do is just keep on holding on to the faith. Keep on fighting. Keep doing what I'm doing. Because God gonna give me a crown. I know my mother and father are proud of me. I know they are. I know they are, because my mother told me, Nisa, you the one, you stand up, you the bold one. They've been mistreating me for 6 years. They've been beating on me for 6 years. You the one to stand up. She know my sister and brothers going to be scared to stand up. They know they're going to be scared, thinking the federal, the government, or whoever would try to do something to them, or whatever. But all I can tell you better get Jesus in your life like I do. Because if anybody come after me, baby, I tell you one thing, do you have your house in order? Do you have your house in order? Because God said high, and He looking low. And He watching everything that go on. Anybody put their hands on me, baby, you going to have to pay a price. You the one going to have to pay a price. You might think you can get by of what you're doing to me, but you're not getting by my Father. He said, touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. So do what you think you big and bad enough to do. Because I know you will be judged also. You will be judged also. So I will not stop talking federal. I will not stop talking government, state. I will not stop. And I want the world to know that I will not stop. Look out, VA, the military. Yes, all of y'all is involved in my mother and my father's death. Lies said my mother was in the army. She was never in the army. Said that my father retired from the army. And which he was in there for just two years. Not even 2 years. And got things, different business and stuff all in his name. And I got proof. And then the world is upset with me because I'm trying to tell the truth, what really took place. What you mad at me for? The government was involved. The government, the federal, the state, all of them is involved. I can show this one number. The hospital, nursing home, the pharmacy, This number is all over my mother's medical record, hospital record. They even lied, said she was a self-employed at the hospital. My mother ain't never worked a day in her life. My mother got 20 kids. But yet, I have right here in writing, said she was self-employed on the hospital papers. What's up? What's up with that, America? And you think that I have all this evidence and I'm lying? And I'm wasting my time just being on YouTube telling the world this over and over and over again, that my mother and father was murdered in the state of Michigan? So the one is tired of me talking. Like I said, stay off my YouTube. Stay off my Facebook. And then you don't have to hear nothing what I have to say. But all I can say to you, I hope and pray it don't happen to you. Don't let the shoe be on the other feet. Yes, I'm wearing these shoes for right now. Don't let tomorrow you have to wear these same shoes and have to come to me. Nisa, how did you get through all this? How can you stand? The reason why I'm standing is because I have Christ live within me. God held my back. He's the one holding me up when everybody turn against me. When they lie on me, when they talk about me, when they whisper about me, when the people in the church talking about you, when the people in the church turn against you. That's the reason why I can stand, because Jesus is with me. They did my Jesus the same way. So they did Jesus the same way. Well, who am I? I have my daddy DNA. Since I have my daddy DNA, they're going to do me the same way. God prepared me for this day. He knows that all this was going to come against me. And he also knows that I was going to take a stand. Even though they turn their backs against me, he knows I will continue to stand. I don't care who turn their backs on me. Just like I said, I don't care if my husband turned against me. I don't care if he don't support me. But one thing that I do know, I am going to be a voice for my mother and my father. Because they was my parents. You don't love them. You ain't never know nothing about them. So I'm trying to tell you something about them. So don't put me down. Don't mistreat me. Don't talk about me because I'm doing this for my parents. You don't know what's going to happen to your parents if you have one. If you don't have one, I'm sorry to say, if you don't have one, my heart go out for you. But I'm talking about the one, the very one putting their mouth on me. And they know exactly the person. They know who they are. The person putting their mouth on me. And I'm praying for you right now because you don't know what I have been going through. You do not understand my praise because you don't understand my pain. Once you understand my pain, then that's when you understand my praise. Until then, keep your mouth off of me. Because you might have to walk these same shoes that I'm walking. And you might not have the strength that I have. I might have to come and minister to you. So you keep your mouth off of Nisa Henderson. And let's join Nisa Henderson. Turn all that negative into positive, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. These people in the state of Michigan murdered my parents, and their body will be exhumed soon. Truth will be known. The truth will be known. And I want the world to know what goes on behind closed doors. And thank you, and have a blessed day.